What's up, guys? This is MA Fish Guy. Today's video is going to be on breeding crayfish or crawfish, crawdogs, however you prefer to pronounce it. These guys are very difficult to breed. This was a request by a viewer. I've done this personally, but from my research on the internet, these guys are very hard to sex. I can't really describe it. And I found some good pictures at a website I'll post down in the comments or down in the description that you can go visit, that gives detailed pictures on how to determine the different genders between these guys, because some crayfish can actually use both parts and then some it's very difficult to see. But these guys have a very unique way of breeding. The male will actually take a sperm packet and place it onto the female's belly, and the female actually passes the eggs through it, which fertilizes them. The female then keeps the eggs on the tail for about 4 weeks, which then they're pretty much like miniature crayfish that come off. They're almost like miniature, versions of the parents. And at that point, they're eating pretty much anything debris-wise on the ground, just like their parents. So what you can do is you can boil some green leaf, red leaf lettuce, or even like zucchini, cucumber, any kind of vegetable matter that's going to break up pretty easily. But just make sure to keep an eye on the water quality, as this is very, very important when they're in the egg stage and even in juvenile. Not so much when they're older, adult size, because they're more tolerant of water conditions. But definitely as they're younger, you want to be doing pretty much like daily to every other day water changes of anywhere from 20 to 30%. This way you can make sure that any of that debris from the uneaten food is picked up, and also a lot of debris that's going to be left over, because they're going to have anywhere from, I've read, 50 to 300 eggs. And they become very, very, very cannibalistic, eating each other if there's not enough space. So if you're going to breed these guys, I do recommend a big, big tank. If you have a pair, I would do at least a 40-gallon breeder or a 55 with a lot of hiding spaces. One thing that people do use for the hiding spaces, and that I've even used for my crayfish in the past, is PVC piping. You can do stacks and stacks of it. And that way it kind of layers the tank out, where everybody has their own little cave that they can hide out in. This pretty much goes for all of your crayfish, your regulars, your reds, your blues. You can interbreed them. I will be doing a video on the cloning crayfish. I believe they're called marmo crabs. That I will be doing a video on those, that they do clone themselves, and how to successfully raise them and where to get them from. There are a lot of scam websites out there that will try to sell you those specific ones, but they're really regular crayfish that aren't going to clone themselves by just having one. Also, another key thing with the breeding with the female after she does lay the eggs, it is common for them to lose a claw. I've read this in many, many different websites. So just another thing for my viewers out there, if they do lose that claw, don't worry, it's perfectly normal. Leave some comments below what your next video you want to do, what you want me to have a video on breeding next. Like I said, I'll be leaving the website for the sexing of the crayfish down in the bottom description, so go check it out. Thanks.